We all have a story. All of us have a story. We are told of the story of Shiva, Ram, Krishna, Devi, and all that. But we have never been told about the story of the universe. And it's very important for us to know the story of universe because universe has imbibed our stories. When we talk of Krishna, Lord Shiva, Rama, Ganesh, then the story tells us to be like them. But universe says you are like me. You're different. You're different than others. If you don't know yourself, you cannot be Shiva. You cannot be Shiva. You cannot say Aham Brahmasmi. You have to know yourself. So today it's a different story. You might have not heard the story of the universe. It's a new story altogether. So how this story has begun? So I'll show you some pictures. There, ancient time, there was a yogi sitting between the Kedarnath and Kailash Mansarovar, somewhere in the Himalayas, and meditating. And he was meditating, and gradually he started understanding the elements of the universe to begin with. Suddenly he realized which are the elements, how this universe was made. So he was understanding gradually, and suddenly we can show, you can see the yogi sitting here. He is meditating, and suddenly he sees the universe, stars, galaxies, constellations, and he is very happy and meditating and understanding. This first time he is thinking of the universe. What is the universe above me? Where I come from? What is my source of being here? Who has brought me? So he looks at it gradually. A lot of knowledge dawns upon him. He starts understanding gradually. But to his surprise, he could see on the earth also. When he started looking at the earth, then he was quite sorry to know that people were struggling. He could know many things about it. First time he experienced fire, then importance of fire, where this fire comes, what other elements are. So now he is illuminating himself, and he is coming out with new ideas. What is this? Where am I? And where this all has come from? Now universe was looking at the stars and all that. Then he's seeing the cavemen were struggling over there. A group of cavemen, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what fire. They know unconsciously they are aware of all the elements like space, fire, and all that. But actually, on the conscious level, their awareness is very little. Since there was no awareness on the conscious level, therefore their subconscious hasn't developed. So they didn't know what to do. They were coming out, going inside, and without fire. One day, they all were playing outside in the afternoon. Suddenly, they saw the cloud gathers all around, and suddenly it became dark and started lightning. So they got scared and went inside the cave. That was their first experience. They might have seen this fire and all that earlier, but it never stuck to them. What is this? Where this water is coming from? How come this all the clouds, this sky is covered? They were very scared. Suddenly it rained. They started jumping. You can see they started jumping. So the first time they experienced all that. Later on, they were sitting one day. They were playing with pebbles, stones. Some of them started, doing the friction of the stone. Then the fire appeared. The moment fire appeared, from there the knowledge began. The moment they came to know about fire, a lot of their problems were sorted out about food, shelter, and fear from animals and all that. So that was the knowledge, first knowledge. So they become intelligent. The civilization, the cause of civilization is the invention of fire. The day man invented fire, he became civilized. So this is how the story of universe goes. Then he came because he could know the sun. So he knew the east and west, the directions were very clear to him. But he was not aware of other directions. Once he started looking at the stars, he could come across pole star. The moment he looked at pole star, he knew, okay, pole star is fixed in the north. So his other directions also got clear. So gradually his learning begins. This is how the learning begins. Then he started gazing at particular side, particular point in the sky. So there he comes across a different kind of phenomenon. And that's a story. It has imbibed all of us story.